NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Back to throw. Reynolds. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looking to throw. Reynolds flushed out right. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one. Throwing to start the drive. Norton, he's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The numbers for Brown from a week ago: 4 catches, 65 yards.
You think the head coach and the offensive coordinator are able to pull the earplugs out now? Because all week, all they heard was, you know, Coach, they can't guard the pass at all. I mean, they're next to last in the league. Let's throw it on every down.
Yeah, last week we saw the numbers. This week going against second to last in the pass defense area. Good for him. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. Conley, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Norton. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, first down.
In trouble, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
See if they do that. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it, because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down. They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
2nd down and 8. Off the play fake. Reynolds. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off play action. Reynolds. On the right side, caught by Green. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. Reynolds. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Back to throw. Reynolds. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
To throw on 2nd down, Reynolds. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he's still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Norton, throw left side complete. That's Powell. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Black Knights.
On first down, Conley. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Conley, stiff-armed him. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Norton. Dumps off to Powell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Conley, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Norton. Caught here by Conley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up Sackett. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake, Norton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Norton. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. The Chicago offense set to get started. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on first down, Reynolds. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a give, right side. Conley, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. On 1st and 10, Norton. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 1st down, Reynolds throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work. In this,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
and don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They start the drive with a give to Powell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
To throw on second down, Norton. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll run on first down. Conley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Norton working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, Norton. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Brown. And he'll get this down inside the 5. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll bring a tight end in motion. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
On 1st and 10, Norton. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Norton.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Norton.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reynolds. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to throw. Reynolds. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Reynolds.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin across the Hudson from Manhattan in the borough of Brooklyn, where you see the final score there. The Vikings need to string a few wins together here down the stretch, but this last one moves them back above 500 at 6-5. From there, we'll head down to the Big East. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. 24-13, final score. And then finally, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Norton. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. Up the middle they go. Conley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the gun on 3rd down. Norton. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 15. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. It's a gain of 4, and it gets them the first.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Reynolds looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Phillips. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Reynolds. It's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. To throw on 2nd down, Reynolds. There's that man again, it's complete. And they're going to be set down around the 15-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Reynolds. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Back to throw. Reynolds to the goal line, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Reynolds to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 4th down, Reynolds got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Caps' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, an all-out battle on 4th and goal, offense versus defense, and the offense won it.
And I'm just wondering what was going through the minds of the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Were they playing the run too much? Were they not focused that the whole playbook was open in that situation? Give the offensive guys a lot of credit. I just wonder what the defensive guys were thinking.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Under pressure, they got him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off play action. Reynolds. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st down, Reynolds. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw, Reynolds. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Throwing on 1st down. Reynolds. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That is incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Norton firing quickly here, and that's complete. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Black Knights.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw. Norton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Norton able to find the open man. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Conley. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Norton. Quick hitter here. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Norton. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ballgame, and he's got a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake, Reynolds. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Reynolds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Reynolds. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down up
past the 15.
62 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Norton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Operating from the gun. Norton. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Conley.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw. Reynolds. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. On third down, Reynolds. That is caught. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And his kick is indeed good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down 16-13, a little over 30 seconds remaining. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baker. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. Here's 2nd and a yard. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Chicago, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.